what do women actually look for in men? Seriously, it's not the smell always. It's not the money always. It's not the sex always. So what is exactly that y'all look for in men? Miss Millie and Miss Janice. Question for both
I'm
of
gonna
y'all, I
let
guess.
Denise respond.
Um, Honestly, for me, I can speak for myself. What I really what I really see in a man to where I feel like, you know what, I want to take it a step further and I want to invest some real time and getting to know him on a deeper level is if I feel mentally and emotionally and physically safe with somebody. If, if things are organically just going with the flow, if the energy is there, if the chemistry is there, and it's not just physical, like, oh, he's so cute or oh, she's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I feel safe with somebody mentally, emotionally, physically,
Mm.
then it can go there. It doesn't matter about anything else. All that other stuff is extra. But
I,
for
I
me,
I
if
be
I
listening.
feel safe with somebody, then it can go somewhere further.
Okay.
I was listening to some of the Melly questions where she was saying like she asked people where they want to take you and stuff, and it's like you can have a million places in your head where you want to take a woman for outings. Like I'm a performer, so
Hmm.
producing music, performing for people, entertainment wise, you going soft clubs, rough clubs, but to take a woman to a upscale restaurant, something like Fahrenheit or different places. Um, some women ain't ready for that. And when she say you don't want a 12-year-old, I saw the young man earlier. I don't know what his name was, but he was a licensed guy with curly hair. He said he was 21. And he was like, "No, you like a baby." Well, I'm like, shit, I'm 37, and it seemed like people don't want to tell the age. You don't ask a woman her age, but if you say, "Well, do you want an older guy, younger guy?" Even the older guys feel like, well, I feel like I'm a 27. I'm not 37 because people say you look 20. I'd be like, nah, bruh, listen, I'm almost 40. I ain't got time to be trying to go back being 18. I done got
Yeah.
past buying liquor and having churn. Yeah, I'm fighting for custody of my kids now. So when people say, "Do you
Okay.
want kids?" Hell no, I don't want no more kids. But if you meet a good woman who's about that life, yes. I had my kids with the wrong person.
How
So
many
Right.
you have
I got 3 kids I'm fighting for. But
with the
I
same
had them
lady?
all I had them all their life. So,
You
I
have it
can't
with the same woman or more than one woman?
the same woman. We haven't been together.
Okay.
We haven't been together, but
Okay.
you that's like saying if say me, I'm not gonna pick and choose because see I'm a Melly fan. I've been following this woman for a long time. So I can't say Miss Jamisha out the picture. What I'm saying is uh I take a lot of her advice. When I watch her on YouTube and I see a lot of her stuff, that's what kind of made me like fall a little loud tonight. But if I was to say Miss Jamise, you're a beautiful woman, hands down. If if I was to say Miss Jamise, if we were together and I said I want to have kids, I couldn't say that I wanted kids until I knew you were about that life, because I'm
That's
fighting,
understandable. That's
fight.
understandable. You don't need to have
Kids.
kids with just any old body. So I get
Yeah,
that.
I
I get
mean,
that. No, I get no, I don't I get that.
so I always tell
And you
people I
can
don't want
say that
kids.
based off of experience that you can't just have children with
I don't
anybody.
want no more
So
kids.
I
Like,
get where that's coming from. And from somebody that I'm 38, so and I don't have any children. I totally understand wanting to have children with someone, that is serious about really investing real time, family values, morals into a structured family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally get that. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to
oh,
be
I
picky
heard that's
about who you have kids with. So I get that.
you got a lot of
Everybody's
people who
not
lie.
like that,
Like,
unfortunately, but
it's not always a man. It's not always the man. You know what I'm saying? Because
no, it's not. No, it's not. It
my
takes
father
two.
was never there.
It
You
takes
know,
two. It
my
takes
mama
two.
raised all her boys. I got 3 brothers, and my mama raised all us together. So it's like you saying,
Right.
uh, you watch a good woman struggle through her life, and
Yeah.
you say, well, if I ever got married or be with a woman, I don't want her to go through the same things. So when I had my kid, well, my daughter with my kid's mom, I
Yeah.
thought it would be okay giving it a chance. Then you had that second one, and if you realize it's not gonna be right, then you had the third one to say, well, she's definitely not right.
Why
Well,
you did it three though?
But I didn't know, and that's the
How
thing.
old?
See,
How
I
old
don't
are the babies? How old are your babies?
6, one just turned 5 and 3,
Woo.
but
You
it's
knew
hard.
after number one. You knew after number one, and you kept
No,
going.
it's hard though, cause see, we live, and it's like I know it's
You
a lot
could
of
have put on a condom.
y'all
You
gonna
could have put
understand.
on.
Y'all got
You could have had
800.
a conversation with her about birth control.
No, see, that's the hard.
You
Y'all got
said,
800 people in here. And if I tell y'all the truth, if I tell y'all what I think it is, y'all will say, "Boy, you crazy as hell." Well, I love my kids, and regardless of if I think they're
Right.
mine or not, I believe that all my kids are mine. So it's like to have a woman say if I was dating either one, I'm just saying I can't
Right.
put a name. I can't say Jamise. I can't say Melly. I can't say, none of that. What I'm saying is, if I had kids, you got to have a woman who's gonna set me with those kids, because if I get full custody of my kids, me and you started dating, I'm that father that's gonna get a babysitter, family, friends, whatever, and say I'm
Yeah,
going on a date night, or that woman has to set me with them kids.
mm-hmm.
But because I
that's
want to get
true.
back with my kids and be a single man and go start new kids, lie to that woman and say I want kids with you, knowing that somewhere down the line, 18 years, the children will pop up and say, "Daddy." So
That's
it's like
true.
I'm scared to tell any woman I want to have kids. So I always knock myself out the park and say, "Well, I take the advice from women. I watch y'all date, talk to other men, and say, if you get into groups like that, kind of learn from your mistakes, your past, and say, ask these women, what is it that they really look for? Find out how." Melly funny as hell to me, because she be telling her she wants you, this, and some of her little things,
Yep,
you know,
she is.
grab the
She is
meat,
funny.
make her
She
want
is.
that. She's funny as hell to me, but I listen to her and say, I see a lot of these things in scenario play out in my real life. I go around women. I've signed to 2 record labels. I own a recording studio. I got my own recording studio. I'm pursuing a bachelor's. I own a landscape company. I have a lot going for myself, but to let any woman step in front of me and say your goals and your kids got to be put to the side, and that woman go to doing the same thing that woman did to me, that's what make them men less to themselves, and I can't do that.
I mean, I don't think you should ever allow a woman to tell you to put your kids to the side. Like,
I agree.
That sounds
I'll
crazy.
fly you out here right now and say, let's go have dinner wherever you want to. I don't care how much it costs, whatever. I'm that same conversation would pop up, and I would say, you know what? How about we go and see how you respond and react around my kids? Just be like, I don't want no kids. I want to have fun making them or trying, or I want my own.
Well,
That's what scares me
right
about it.
there, you know not to talk to her. Like, you good.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, see, she drinking that Henny right now, and it's like I don't run alcohol, I don't run the drugs, I don't do none of those things. I can't say I wouldn't drink. I occasionally drink, but I don't run to these things because that's what make people fall off, I guess you say. And you say you gotta have a good bond with God. I think I started running back to God because we grew up as kids in a house with these, how you put it, with these upbringings, and now as I'm here needing advice from real life people, from
Yeah.
God himself, and you stand in the middle, you kind of neutral, you're saying, well, I don't know, people gonna look at me and say, you don't believe in God, you don't have faith. Yes, I have faith, but I can't wait on going to church every Sunday saying that things gonna work out a year from now. Remember, the court systems ain't for men. Any one of you women can go in there and say, these my kids, I gotta go through a DNA test, and they say, well, you signed all the birth certificates. But in all truth, when I said y'all got 800 people in here, the son of this woman probably fathered all 3 of my kids, but I've signed all birth certificates. So the court system hold me to paying child support. The court system holds me. And because I love those kids and I cut their umbilical cords, I want any woman that can accept me to say, no matter what that situation look like, they understand that me loving those kids, saying I don't want them to have a bad life, is I got a 3-bedroom house. I live by myself. People look at, boy, you don't be bored in the hell. No, I got music. I make music all day, all night. I go out and work in the daytime. I go to school. I do all kind of stuff. So, to talk to any female,
I hear everything that you're saying, and I respect everything that you're saying. And I feel that if you're going to date any woman, she should accept you for what you bring to the situation, and that's your 3 children. And regardless of the mother's relationship with you, that has nothing to do with her, just as long as you're a good father and you show that and it's consistent. If she fucks with you, she fucks with you. And that's all that matters. So that's all that is. It was nice talking to you, Mel. Pineapples.
Yeah.
He needs to see a therapist.
You think so?
Girl, that man, poor baby. He means well though.
Wait,
He means well.